Hi guys, welcome to another edition of General Driving, roundabout edition today. We're going to do roundabout second and third exit on Clifton's roundabout, which is one of the hardest in the area. We're going to cover speed on approach to it, which is very important in regards to having a smooth stop if you do have to stop. So we always approach a roundabout at a smooth, slow, steady pace in case we have to stop for anything that's coming from the right hand side. We do that no matter what the speed limit or the size of the road. So let's get started. Checking my blind spot and my right mirror, seeing it's clear to go, so I'm going to go. I'm indicating because I want people to know that I'm moving off. Even if there's no one from behind me, I'm letting the people in front of me know that I'm moving off in case they want to do something like pull over in front of me or anything like that. So we can only turn left at the end of this road, so I'm not going to indicate. We're heading straight onto a dual carriageway, which is a 40 zone. I'll make sure it's safe. Turning, you should be in a left-hand lane, you should not be in a right-hand lane, unless you're turning right or overtaking. So you're going to build a nice, slow, steady speed up. I wouldn't say slow, but we're going to build a steady speed up to 40 miles an hour. Staying in the centre of your lane, as always. Unless there's an obstruction, of course. So just down towards the roundabout in a minute, you're going to see the road split. It's two lanes at the moment, as you can see. But that's going to change when we get to the roundabout. That's not always like that, but this roundabout is. So we're going to go, at the roundabout, we're going to go second exit towards Lee Green and Lewisham. And when it splits, you're going to see how I do the lane discipline. Hopefully I've set the camera up in the correct position for you. So there's a speed camera. You'll see a lot of people slow down for these, but if you're doing a speed limit, you're not going to get stung by the camera, so it's fine. It's only when you're going over the speed limit is when people tend to slow down. They shouldn't be going over the speed limit to begin with. Because you'll see a sign in a minute saying reduce your speed now. That means for the bend and also for the roundabout. So it says slow on the floor. It only says slow on the floor if you're actually doing the speed limit. And then you saw the sign there, we just went past where it said roundabout as well. So you only slow down if you're doing the speed limit. So just up ahead of us where them cars are braking in front of us, I don't know if you can see that. There's a sign. And that's where the road splits. So we're starting to slow down now. We always just take it easy on approach. We're going straight ahead, second exit. If you look at the sign and you look at the floor, the road markings, you'll see that we're not supposed to be in the left-hand lane. So we keep the middle lane on approach to the roundabout, but on the roundabout, when it's clear to go, you keep the left-hand lane. Then you check your left mirror and indicate left and come off. Keeping in the left-hand lane. I'll go around and do that again from a different road, so approaching at a different angle, but it's the same thing. So we're going to go left at these lights. You don't have to indicate. There's two lanes that go left, one that goes straight on right. We keep the left lane, so the furthest left. You can keep the middle lane, but you're just making it harder for yourself if you do that. Stop so you can see the wheels touching the floor. Now two lanes, as you can see, two lanes go round to the left. So the car to my right, the Jeep, the grey Jeep, and the vehicle that's just pulled up alongside me are both going round where we're going. And it does merge just around about where the bus stop is, if you can see the bus stop to the left hand side of the screen. So what you do is you time it. You don't go with them, because that just wouldn't make sense. You let them go ahead of you, but not too much, and then you check your right mirror just before it merges to make sure it's safe for you to move out, and you move out. Then it's going to go into two lanes again, but one of them is a bus lane. We are allowed in the bus lane, because if you look at the time shows at the time now is 10 to 12. We are allowed in the bus lane. If we don't use the bus lane when you're allowed in it, you will fail your test. In real life, it doesn't matter, but on a test, you would fail through. And that's because you're causing unnecessary traffic. don't need to slow down because you're not doing over the speed limit, so don't worry about that. Going to take a shortcut to the roundabout again because otherwise we'll be here all day. As you can see, it says 20 on the floor. Now, with the speed limit signs, a lot of people get confused. A 30 doesn't repeat itself. Every other speed limit repeats itself other than a 30. Okay? And that is how you know if there's no signs that you're on a 30. So here we're staying in the middle of the road, as you can see, because it's pointless moving to the left because you can't, there's no space to move. Plus there's nothing coming. If something were to come now, I would slow down in a straight line, let them go round me on their side of the road and then take it from there. So I try and make it as easy as possible for myself. Obviously you don't want to inconvenience them either. When you're approaching a roundabout, you should be looking in front of you and to your right, in front of you and to your right, in front of you and to your right, and that's because the vehicle in front may not have gone. So you're making sure, and you want to get the correct position, of course, because the road bends slightly. So you keep checking in front of you, keep checking to the right, keep checking in front of you, and keep checking to the right. So we're checking for vehicles coming from the right, and we're also checking that that nothing's coming, nothing's moved off in front of us, should I say. So let's do second exit. Actually, let's do third exit. We'll do third exit. So we're going to go right towards Sidcup, third exit. So it's mirror signal right. So you signal before you get there. You keep the furthest right lane. Always the furthest when you're turning right. No one's coming from the right. Get onto the roundabout in the right lane. As you pass the second exit, you start moving over and indicating left, and then you leave via the left-hand lane, and then you build your speed up again. So I'm going to turn right under the bridge, so I'm going to move it over now. Checking my mirror signal right. Doing 40 miles an hour because that's the speed limit. And then we're going to turn right under the bridge. So if I was to indicate roughly around the bridge, it's not directly under the bridge, it's just a bit further up. So I'd indicate now, that lets people behind know that I'm turning, and they just hopefully back off and move it straight into the hatch marking so that I'm not causing anyone any problems. No one's coming from opposite. So I'm going to go back round and do it again. Spin it around here so that we can save time. Okay, so we go back to do that roundabout, and we're going to go third exit again, followed by second exit on the next one. So here again I don't need to indicate because I can only go left. So I'm going to get straight into the right hand lane. This is a 40, so I've got to move a little bit quicker than I normally do to cater for what's coming from behind me, because they're doing 40 already. Some of them are doing more than 40. So we're going to go right, third exit. This time you need the right hand lane. So before we came, earlier when we came down here, it was in the left hand lane going into the middle lane and then back to the left hand lane again. This time we're going to go right, third exit. You look at the sign, it says right lane for right. So if you can, pause it and study that sign. So basically the way it works is any exit on 12 o'clock and before it, you keep the left hand lane. Any exit after 12 o'clock, you keep the right hand lane, and that's, you could pretty much take that anywhere really. And I appreciate it's quite tough sometimes to understand roundabouts, so just watch the video quite a few times. So there's no one coming from my right, I'm just jumping onto the roundabout now, not too close to the vehicle in front. So he's got the correct position at the moment. So I'm going to check my left mirror, indicate left as I pass the second exit and leave via the left lane. You should always leave in the left lane. If for any reason you end up in the right lane because you've been forced to by other vehicles, then you move back to the left lane as soon as possible, and that is okay to do on your test. You don't stay in the right lane, that's when people fail. So we come up to the roundabout, we're going to go second exit at this roundabout towards the Blackwall Tunnel, Woolwich, Bexley Heath. So as you can see, the lights are changing to green with the flashing amber. On the flashing amber, by the way, if no one's crossing, you can carry on. So we keep the left hand lane, no indicator, make sure no one's coming from the right, and we enter the roundabout in the left lane like this, keeping it wide, and then you can indicate left here, checking your mirror to come off, and then you cancel the indicator if it doesn't cancel itself. They usually do. So if you subscribe to the channel, my channel, then you will get, when I upload a video, you get notifications of my new videos that I release. So you don't need to worry about searching for the videos, they'll just automatically pop up on your phone or in your email. So if you look at the road markings here, left goes left, so we need to be behind the bus because that's the straight lane. You look at the arrows on the floor, it tells you. The 2 lanes on your left go left and the 2 middle lanes go straight, and the furthest one to your right goes right. So we stay in the left, but going straight ahead. That bus may stop somewhere, indicate and wait for the van to pass me. That's it. Back in again, checking my mirror. Sometimes you get the buses, they indicate last minute, so they start slowing down and then indicate when they're nearly on the bus stop, which is unfair, but that's what they do. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not about what people do, it's about how you deal with what they do. And I'm going to show you now that sometimes roundabouts are not always, they're not always round. So we're going to go round, we're going to keep the right lane here because we're going to go right third exit towards Eltham, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because this roundabout is shaped like a diamond, but I'm going to show you how to deal with that as well. You're going to treat it as if it is round, and mirror signal right, have a look to your right, make sure nothing's coming, enter the roundabout, in your right, keep near the roundabout, but not too near the roundabout, don't get too near it. So treat it as if it's round, as in don't get too close to it. Don't turn too much. And then mirror signal left. Leaving the roundabout. You should always check your mirror and always signal to come off on a major roundabout. And that is it. That's the end of my roundabouts for today. I will do more on roundabouts because all roundabouts are, you know, tough to do, but I'm going to try and make them as easy as possible. So I'm going to end it there.